Hey guys, my name is Shashwat and I'm a legal intern at Lexis and Company. In this video, I'm going to talk about the public interest litigation. The expression public interest litigation has been borrowed from American jurisprudence where it was designed to provide legal representation to previously unrepresented groups like poor, racial minorities, unorganized consumers, citizens, who were passionate about the environmental issues and etc. The term is not expressly defined under any statute. The meaning has evolved um, out of various judgments. It simply means that any public spirited person can approach the court for a public cause or public interest of public welfare by filing a petition. Uh, so in India, the first PIL was filed in the year 1976. It was Mumbai Kamgar Sabha versus uh, Abdul Bhai, Faizullah Bhai and others. The seed of PIL was seen by Justice Krishna Iyer through the landmark judgment. Soon thereafter, with the efforts of Justice Bhagwati, the concept of PIL was evolved and developed to a great extent. He in fact known as the champion of PIL in India. The other historic PIL is one of the PIL for prisoners' rights, which was Hussain Hussainara Khatun versus State of Bihar. Many have regarded this case as the first PIL in India as well. In this case, the attention of the court was drawn to the incredible situation of under trials in Bihar who had been detained in pending trial for periods far in excess to maximum sentence for the offences that they were charged for. So now, what is public interest litigation? Public interest litigation differs from ordinary litigation. It does not revolve around the enforcement of the rights of one person against another. Rather, this type of litigation is filed to provide justice to the deprived sections of the society. It is collaborative effort that encompasses the petitioner, the court, and the government. It is commended to see that courts have taken all possible measures to allow access to public-spirited persons and even NGOs to file petitions on behalf of those who cannot approach the court. A very prominent PIL activist in India, M.C. Mehta, a lawyer by profession and a committed environmentalist by choice, from the scores of PIL we filed, it seems his mission in life was to protect the environment. He has single-handedly obtained about 40 landmark judgments and numerous orders for the Supreme Court against the other people who are degrading the environment. Some of the landmark judgments arising out of the PIs filed by MC Mehta are the Oleum gas leak case, Delhi vehicular case, the child labor case, the Gamma rays case, the Ganga pollution case, and many more. The Supreme Court has performed judicial activism by passing various orders and judgments in PIL. Then comes how to file PIL. The Supreme Court has taken various steps that have given a healthy boost to PIL. The procedural requirements are very easy and relaxed as compared to filing of other ordinary petitions. Even a letter, postcard, newspaper, report, or email addressed to the Supreme Court by a person acting in public interest has been accepted as petition. Any simple information received by the court complaining of a legal injury against a person or a group of persons who cannot approach the court directly. In landmark case, judgment, D.K. Basu versus State of Bengal, the court acted upon a letter petition which drew attention to the repeated instances of custodial deaths in West Bengal. The court further mandated that a relative of the arrested must be promptly notified. It made clear that the failure of the comply with the direction would be punishable as contempt of the court. In High Court, if a public interest litigation is filed, then two copies of the petition have to be filed. Also, an advanced copy of the petition has to be served on the each respondent, that is opposite party, and this proof of service has to be affixed on the petition. And if a public interest litigation is filed in a Supreme Court, then 4 plus 1, that is 5 sets of petition has to be filed opposite party is served the copy when notice is issued. Then PIL has been subjected to lot of criticism. One of the main criticism is that by entertaining PILs and exercising judicial activism, courts are trying to assert the functions of legislature and executive. Justice Bhagwati, in the judgment of Bandhu Mukti Morcha versus Union of India, has observed that courts, by performing the aforementioned actions, are merely assisting in the relation of constitutional objectives of the judiciary and not asserting the functions of the legislature and executive.